After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And able to find Dorsett. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Set the tone, defense.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Don't let them breathe. Hey, echo. Play that tight deep. Don't let them breathe, defense.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55.
Hit it.
Jones now on first down. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
Check. 80 weapons. Stand. Ready.
Now Jones. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
You got 3 down.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the Seahawks 21-yard line.
On the set.
57. Let him know.
Hey.
57's Mike. Mike 57. I can't believe they let you play.
Be careful.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 21 yards away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run now with Brown. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now Hunt, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. 15 yards on the play. First down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Brown on the carry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check your hot read.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Eagles will have the football at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
57 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Look, squeeze. Buzz. Let go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this is Cook with a grab. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Eagles.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Seahawks 32-yard line.
yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Yes, yes.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57. Watch the run, watch the run. Good shot, baby, that's big. Let's go.
Throwing, Jones. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Come on.
Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
57's to Mike. 57's to Mike. Let's go one more. 57's to Mike. 57's to Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Jones. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jared Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Jones throwing on first down. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And some room to roam now. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead and you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
All day, all day. Check, 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 check.
Topper, topper. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Hit it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones over the middle. It's Jared Cook. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
57's the mic.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Out, 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 out.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet
Now
bomber.
flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are in defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Let's go
So
now.
a 1st and
8,
5
read.
now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Protein spill. Ready, ready.
They run it with Carson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Woo!
Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Got it.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Come on. Come on, D.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
You're gonna do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the boot.
Off, off. 52, Mike 52. All day, dog.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here we go. 15 on it. Here we go.
Now a carry for Brown. They find some open field here. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good.
Yep.
Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Silver. Kill.
Check 99.
On the counter, Hunt. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Haskins to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Let's go!
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
They know what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 30 base. Shift. Recon, 132 fighter. Leo. Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Hey, Sam off.
Check the...
Hey.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
57. Mike. 50.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Hey, orbit.
On 1st down, Carson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
The 36-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And that's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Now a give, right side. It's Carson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
And an Eagle first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Indy.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
They run again with Carson, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Ready. 8-3.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles.